Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Viking Size Gamer, and today we have some more WWE 2K18 news. So let's just get straight into it, shall we? Currently on the WWE 2K18 Tidbits Twitter account, there is more of an update on what kind of matches will be in the game, what kind of pay-per-views we'll be able to select, and also what kind of videos for generic pay-per-views we'll also be able to select. This is big news coming off them, considering that we actually heard from them the rumour that the brand split would be the new version of GM mode. Now I want to reiterate that this is just rumour currently until it is confirmed by 2K. So as much as people say, hey, it seems like you're using clickbait, I'm not, I'm just reporting on rumours currently. So with that in mind, currently, they are saying that there are going to be 36 unique pay-per-view opening promos designed for the game. So this will be a list of unique pay-per-view promos, as in the video packages that start before the game and the matches appear on the pay-per-views. You will also have the ability to change the color schemes of existing pay-per-view Tron videos, so that means that if you have Money in the Bank, instead of it being green and gold, you could change it to blue and gold, you could change it to green and red, you could change it to whatever colors you like. This is all rumours. So as far as I can see on here, there will be 36 unique pay-per-views, and that is not going to include the big four, so we won't touch them. So the list of pay-per-views that they have on here is Armageddon, Backlash version 1 and Backlash version 2. Those are two separate ones, and that's because you have the new and up-to-date Backlash version, which is featured basically just using the SmackDown pay-per-view, which looks basically exactly the same as the SmackDown normal version on TV. And you have the old version of Backlash, which will be with the swinging hooks back in the 90s and 2000. They also have Bad Blood, Battleground, Bragging Rights, Breaking Point, Capital Punishment, Clash of Champions, Cyber Sunday, Elimination Chamber, Extreme Rules, Fastlane, Fatal 4-Way, Fully Loaded, Hell in a Cell, Insurrection, Invasion, Judgment Day, King of the Ring, Money in the Bank, New Year's Revolution, Night of Champions, No Mercy version 1 and version 2, No Way Out, One Night Stand, so that'll be the ECW pay-per-view, Over the Edge, Over the Limit, Payback, Rebellion, Roadblock, The Great American Bash, TLC, Unforgiven, and Vengeance. So all these pay-per-views and their packages will apparently be in the game, so that is something that you'll be looking forward to. There are a few in there that really stand out for me, and that is ones like Insurrection, which is obviously the one that they had in the UK, so that's great for me. Also, they have on their Breaking Point, which, as you probably know, was a submission-based pay-per-view. They also have on their Fastlane, which means that they'll be able to play on the Fastlane pay-per-views that they just recently had. The Hell in a Cell. So, Hell in a Cell pay-per-view is more one of the newer ones. Hell in a Cell was more just a feature match before, but now that it has its own pay-per-view, that's something interesting. Another one that really catches my eye is the King of the Ring package. Now, if the King of the Ring package and the pay-per-view are in, does that mean that we are actually going to be able to use the King of the Ring as a pay-per-view, but also play through the matches and have a tournament on Universe mode and actually in this brand split mode that WWE 2K18 Tidbits have been talking about? Basically, what that means is that we'd actually be able to play through a tournament style on a card rather than having to play a tournament completely separate and having no meaning towards any storyline whatsoever. I'm really excited to find out about that. Also, according to this, there are going to be several new match types in the game. So what we have on here is the 1980s steel cage match, the 1990s steel cage match, and the modern steel cage match. So these three different types of steel cage match are quite intriguing from what I'm seeing. With the 1980s one, it's with the blue bars. With the 1991, it does turn black, and then with a modern steel cage, it obviously has all the chains and everything over it as well. They also have in there the classic Hell in a Cell and the modern Hell in a Cell, because they did have a few changes in there to the cell and the way it looks. And they will also have classic Elimination Chamber and modern Elimination Chamber. So as you probably know, the classic Elimination Chamber, the doors would slide across. These are the ones that have been in for a very long time, and the modern Elimination Chamber just makes it look a little bit more up to date. And also in there, apparently, they will have a Punjabi prison match. This match hasn't been used in a long time. I'm not sure whether it's being in the game because of Jinder Mahal being champion and whether he will use that stipulation in the future. Who knows? Great Khali was a purveyor of the Punjabi prison match before, but there isn't really been anybody to use it since then. As I said as well, there are also 16 generic pay-per-view themed intro packages. So these are the ones that you'll be able to use to customize your own pay-per-view, which means that if you wanted to create your own pay-per-view in the aforementioned brand split, which is apparently going to be coming as the new GM mode, you'll be able to create your own pay-per-view, but also these will be used in universe mode for when that comes out as well with it. So if you want to create your own pay-per-views, you can go ahead and do that with these 16 generic pay-per-view themed intro packages. So the ones that they have on there are Ancient, Canadian, Chaotic, Extreme, Heroic, Horror, Japanese, Middle Eastern, Patriotic, Prison, Regal, Retro, Spooky, Summer Party, Urban, and Winter. So there are 16 generic ones on there. Some of them have been on there before, some of them are new. So it's going to be quite interesting to see them on there. I wonder if we'll actually see the other generic video packages that have been on there, like the Sparkle one and the other Prison one and the actual Horror one, because we did get at least 2 to 3 versions of each of those different ones. So it'd be quite interesting to see if they actually make it into the game this year. The other thing I wanted to address is the fact that these are, once again, all rumours. I didn't want to get your hopes up, and I'm still not going to. None of these are true or 100% fact until 2K confirm them themselves. So I am leaving that up in the air. But if this is true, then this is exciting stuff, and hopefully it's just the beginning. Also in news, you probably would have seen by now that if you have a JB Hi-Fi near you, which is really unlikely unless you live in Australia because they are an Australian brand, but if you do, you can pre-order and get a steel case or a steel slate that you can have as part of WWE 2K18 as a pre-order bonus. Now this is great for you. I'd like to see what they do as a pre-order bonus as well in certain retailers in the US and the UK, if they even do anything for these ones out here. So we'll see if they do actually bring anything out. I'd like them to do something similar or different. Maybe there could be something completely different in different areas of the world. We certainly would like something in the UK like that, or in America. I'm sure you guys would love something. Maybe a different sort of steel case, maybe a collectible. But then again, these things are going to come out in the Collector's Edition. And other things with the WWE Collector's Edition for 2K18, we're still waiting on a date and what sort of collectibles will be in that box. This is obviously very exciting for us. I'm aiming for the Collector's Edition, so hopefully it doesn't sell out as soon as it comes out. This will enable you as well to play 4 days earlier than if you just buy the Standard Edition, and it comes with a few other bits that the Deluxe Edition doesn't come with either. But the Collector's Edition is a physical box set only. You can only pre-order it as a physical copy. You cannot pre-order a digital copy. Those ones are for the Standard Edition and the Deluxe Edition. So hopefully you guys will have picked one up, pre-ordered the Deluxe Edition or the Standard Edition. Let me know down in the comments which one you've done so far, or if you're just simply waiting for the Collector's Edition like me. I'm very excited for it. According to the WWE 2K18 Tidbits account as well, there will be 2 matches that Randy Orton will be in against The Undertaker in the Undertaker Showcase, which basically leads me to believe that The Undertaker will not have a streak showcase, but will more than likely have a best of his matches, which hopefully means that we're going to have a feature of his best matches across the years and not just one that's from his WrestleMania streak, because as we all know, there are some matches in that WrestleMania streak that just aren't good, and one of them was against Giant Gonzalez that ended with a chloroform rag over his face, which is just... let's just forget that even happened, because it was absolutely terrible. Also, according to WWE 2K18 Tidbits, the NXT TakeOver events will be completely separate from the other pay-per-views. So this is something that they're going to do specially for the game, for the takeovers. So it seems like NXT will feature predominantly in this game, which is great for everybody here because, as we know, NXT had quite the reduced presence in 2K17. There weren't as many people on the roster as we would have liked, and the people that we did like in the roster, we would have immediately moved up to the main one. So I'd like to see something good on there for the NXT takeovers, and it seems like there will be according to it. But also we have some news on there saying that Bobby Roode will actually be confirmed as on the disc and not DLC. And this is probably because he has been in the WWE for a long time now, which is obviously the reason why he is going to be on the game. The other news is that apparently Cassius Ohno has made it into the DLC, which is good news for all the Cassius Ohno fans out there, or Chris Hero, depending on which one you actually like his moniker to be. But Cassius Ohno has apparently made it into the game as DLC. The other good news as well is that I wanted to announce today here with you that the Viking Size Gamer channel finally has its own store. That's right, you can buy Viking Size Gamer merch. So this was announced earlier on Twitter by me, so the guys who follow me on Twitter at Viking Size Gamer will have seen this earlier, but now you guys know. So if you ever wanted to help support the channel, you can go there and you can buy a kick-ass t-shirt as well, and hopefully you like the designs if you have any more designs that you'd like to see, or I might put them up on Twitter so you guys can see them before they actually come out. This is obviously very big for me. I'm very happy with the way the designs have turned out so far. Some of them have been done by me, and some of them have been done by some graphic designers. So more will be added as we go along. It's just another way for you to help support the channel. You already do so much already by coming on here and commenting and liking the videos and sharing it. It really does absolutely overwhelm me with the support that you guys have brought me so far, because we are over 1,400 subscribers in such a short period of time. The last video hit over 10,000 views. It's crazy. The level of appreciation that I have for you is unreal, and I'm so glad that I can help you and bring you the news that you want to hear about WWE 2K18. I will carry on with this as much as physically possible, and I'm always bringing out the news as much as I can as well. So it seems to me there is a lot of news for WWE 2K18 out there currently. This is all the news that I have that's completely up to date, and it is just from this one Twitter account. As I said, this is all complete rumour at the moment. I don't want to say that this is completely 100% because none of it has been confirmed by 2K. So I'm not going to sit here, get your hopes up, and say there's going to be an Undertaker Showcase for sure, or there is going to be a brand split GM mode for sure that's going to interlace with Universe mode. And I don't want to sit here and say that NXT is going to be completely up to date with all the superstars and all the DLC expansion packs, because this is all rumour. This is what people are saying. This is coming from one Twitter account that has apparently leaked sources that say what's going to be in the game. Now, as much as you guys are probably going to sit here and say, I don't care, the hype is real, it's amazing, I am completely on board with you. I am seriously so happy with this news if it's true, but I don't want to sit here and say that it is completely true, so I am taking everything with a pinch of salt. I would like you guys to do the same, because as much as I can report this, it might not be 100% true. These are the rumors that are going around currently. People are sitting here and believing it and saying that it is true, but nothing is going to be taken as for sure until 2K has said it themselves. So I won't take it as for sure, you shouldn't take it as for sure, but if it is for sure and it is real, when it is confirmed, you can say that you've heard it here first, and then you can get excited about it as much as I will, because I know that if this is actually true, I'll be jumping up and down my living room being incredibly excited and happy about this. So this is all the news that we have today for WWE 2K18. Once again, you can follow me on Twitter at VikingSizeGamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more WWE 2K18 content as it comes out. And thank you guys for watching again.